the meaning and classification of an entrepreneur. Now, a lot of people throw around the word entrepreneur for everything. You know, you're an entrepreneur if you're young and trading stocks and you don't have a job, and I want to be an entrepreneur because I don't want to have a job or anything like that. And in that sense, I myself believe it is wrong, but it's not just my opinion. It's the opinion of many other people. Like I was reading Third Circle Theory. He gave an interesting idea that an entrepreneur is someone who creates something that the world hasn't seen before. He creates something completely brand new, right? And this is that your idea is completely new to the world. This is my weird drawing of the world. Like you bring something completely new, like the invention of a car, the invention of a light bulb. Thomas Edison is one of the best examples of an entrepreneur, as he created the light bulb. If without him the light bulb wouldn't exist, maybe much later by someone else, but he was the one who created it. And there's like a quick test to determine if you are an actual entrepreneur, is that if you would die or if the world was without you, what would the world miss without you, right? So Thomas Edison, we would miss out the light bulb. With Richard Branson, we would miss that airline. With Steve Jobs, we would miss the Mac. With Bill Gates, we would miss Microsoft. All these different things. These people created things that didn't exist before them. Right? All these people that are trading stocks and all these kind of things, they're not entrepreneurs. They're people who just make money on their own. I mean, they self-employed. That's what they are, right? They haven't actually created value in the world and brought something new. And this is also a good way to think about, you know, if you're important and if you're making an impact and a difference in the world, you can just ask yourself a question: would there be something missing if I was gone? If I hadn't been born, if I had died now and hadn't accomplished my dream, would there be something missing? That's the question you want to ask yourself. And when I was reading The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey made an important point with thinking with the end in mind, that at your eulogy, at your funeral, what you want said, right? When there's people at your funeral, what do you want to be said? What do you want them to say? You know, without him, this wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have had this. I wouldn't have had these experiences. Right? These don't have to be physical creations like products and all this kind of stuff brought into the world. Right? The world would be a much different place without Kevin Hart. I mean, that guy is so funny. Literally, the world would be missing something if he, hadn't been born. Something like that. All these different kinds of people like Nelson Mandela. Imagine if he hadn't been born, South Africa would still be going through apartheid. These people brought different things into the world that didn't exist. Right? They're just bringing things new into the world. Some kind of idea, some kind of philosophy, product, whatever, service. Doesn't matter what it is. It's something new into the world. And that is something difficult to create. It's difficult to come up with new things. It's difficult just to make something up in our minds and then take action and create. Taking action and creating something isn't easy because it has this likelihood, this high chance of failing. But these entrepreneurs, they took that risk and they went out and they created it. No matter what happened, they made it happen. That's just my quick little, more of a rant and kind of informational video about the meaning and classification of an entrepreneur and what it actually means to be an entrepreneur. So just to recap, entrepreneur is something who brought something new into the world. A quick test is to ask, what would the world be missing if that person wasn't around? And it's also a test to determine if you're creating some kind of impact and providing value to the world.